Neo here, and today I'm going to be ranking the 8 Star Wars movies. So, this is my opinion, so please don't go all rage at me in the comment section. So yeah, let's just get this list started with. So, here with number 8 we have The Phantom Menace. I really hate this movie. It just makes me so mad when I watch this. Jar Jar Binks, I hate him so much. I hate the young Anakin, he's such a bad actor. I hate how it's just boring, they're just talking the whole time. When I watched this a few years back when I was a bit younger, I fell asleep. It's just that boring. It's so bloody boring. The few things I do like about this movie, the one thing I do like about this movie is the fight that and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn had with Darth Maul, because I find that the only interesting thing about this movie. Everything else just plain out boring, and I hate the whole thing. Just like all the other prequels, this is a stupid movie. I do not recommend you watch this. Just start with episode 4, 5, and 6, and do not watch the prequels, because they're really terrible. I like Qui-Gon Jinn a little bit. He's Liam Neeson, so you gotta love him. I'm not a fan of racing, so I didn't really enjoy the pod race that much. And Yoda, as you can see in the clips, looks really bad. Well, he looks alright. It's my opinion, guys. So, coming up in number 7, we have Attack of the Clones. This is a really bad movie. Well, not as bad as Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones has Hayden Christensen as a terrible actor. Terrible actor. At least we still got the same actor as Obi-Wan, but you didn't have to change the actor. Why did you have to change the bloody actor?
There aren't enough Jedi to protect
come on, you could have at least tried a bit better to get a better storyline. The one thing I do like about this movie,
I don't like it when you do that. Sorry,
is I like Jango
I forgot
Fett.
you don't like flying.
Well, not one thing. I like Jango Fett. I like the fight that Obi-Wan and Jango Fett had. I like the Geonosian arena battle. Not many people like that, but I quite like it. I'm not too much of a fan of the speeder chase at the start. That wasn't really that interesting.
His abilities have made him arrogant.
I really hate it how what's it called? Padme and Anakin's awkward romance. It just felt fake. I just really hated it. And also,
Stop them before they're ready. Your clones are very impressive.
the clones are alright. I like the idea of it, but
Blast, that's why I hate flying.
it's okay. They could have improved it a bit more. Like, think of something better. Yeah, I did like this movie, but I hate this movie. I don't hate it as much as I hate episode 1. The one thing I do not like about this movie, but other people really do like, is the lightsaber battle at the end. Lots of people love it, but I think it's okay. It's not that great. And this movie just involves talking, loads and loads of talking, just people talking all the time about clones and stuff. It's quite boring, to be honest. That's why the Geonosian arena was just quite interesting after all that talking. So yeah, anyway, we have, diving into number 6, we have Revenge of the Sith. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So, Revenge of the Sith is bad, but not as bad as the previous 2 ones, obviously. It's just a bad movie. Just watch it yourself if you don't agree. This is basically just an action movie, just this action, just fighting the whole time. And yeah, and then after all that fighting, they have like talking about Sith or something. It's quite boring, to be honest. I quite like this movie. I wouldn't say I hate it, but it's alright. I would give it like 6 out of 10. I like Anakin's fall to the dark side, but it could have been a bit more dramatic. And the reason why Anakin went all rage all over the Jedi is not a good one, really. Like, you know how Emperor Palpatine says, "Oh, do it for Padme." I don't think Anakin's that dumb. Like, Padme would love it if you killed all the Jedi. Oh, nobody's that stupid. In episode 1, he made his own race car thing, and then he believes that if he kills all the Jedi, that this girl will love him. So that's why I hate Revenge of the Sith. Anyway, coming up in number 5, we have... Please don't get angry at me, guys. This is just my opinion and what I think about this movie, but it is A New Hope. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Well, original Star Wars. Yeah, this movie just doesn't... a lot of people love this movie, but to me, I don't really love it as much as other people do. I mean, I still like it, but I don't love it. And I just don't really like this movie. Sorry, guys. I know people love this movie, but it's just, I don't. It just doesn't appeal to me that much. I just find it quite boring, and a lot of people love the lightsaber battle, but I think it's just quite slow paced and quite boring, and it's just not that interesting at all. And I have never known why people actually like Obi-Wan fight with such a slow Anakin. It's just so boring, and I hate it. Okay, don't go all psycho at me, but I don't really like Luke. I mean, in this movie, he's not interesting enough. He's just a stupid fanboy whining the whole time about not going to the station or something. I just really don't like this movie. So yeah, yet again, please don't hate me. It's just this movie doesn't appeal to me as much as some of the other movies on this list. Next, we have Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi, most people will agree with me on this list, is a family movie, more aimed for family. I still love this movie, but the movies from A New Hope and beyond were basically all about the same. So, yeah. So I like these all, so please don't go hating on me again. But anyway, so the one thing I did not like about Return of the Jedi is the Ewoks. I mean, I love the Ewoks, but how do stormtroopers get beaten by little teddy bears, basically? I like the story. It has a great ending to the saga. Well, even though there's more. I love Boba Fett. Boba Fett's interesting. And a lot of people hate about how he dies, but I think it's a great ending on how he dies, especially when Yoda dies. That's quite interesting too, because it's good to have at least some characters die. I also like the cameo at the end with Anakin and Yoda, but except I don't know why they have the young Anakin. At least have the older Anakin. I like the romance between Leia and Han Solo. Luke is quite interesting in this movie, but more interesting than him as a fanboy. So, yeah. Anyway, in number 4, coming up next, we have Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. A lot of people hate this movie. It's a remake of A New Hope. J.J. Abrams, I knew I could trust you. But to be honest, I don't really hate it. It's quite a good movie. I mean, he shouldn't have made it like similar to A New Hope, because of course people are gonna hate on it. But it's just, I like the concept and how he managed to make a Star Wars movie into the modern day world. I love the special effects and the way it looks. I love Finn. I love his backstory. It's just really, really interesting. It's just a great character. Kylo Ren is really interesting too. I like how we get to see him evolve. Get what I mean? I also like Han Solo's death, how it was unexpected, and that his son is turning to the dark side, and that Han Solo was next. And it is quite scary to see Kylo Ren put his badass lightsaber into Han Solo's stomach. It's just really cool. I really love the First Order and the way they look. I'm not a big fan of BB-8, but he's alright. He's not as good as R2 though. So anyway, in number 3, I believe we have Return. In number 3, we have The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, a lot of people will hate on me for this, but a lot of people say it's the best movie, but to me, it's the third best. I really love this movie, about the same as the next one, but they're both about the same for me, and yeah. There's not much to say about this movie since I've watched it a lot, and I really like the Battle of Hoth. That's such a great battle. I like the lightsaber battle between Luke and Vader. I like when Luke's father is revealed. No! That's not true! That's impossible! I like the romance between Hannah and Leia. I love Yoda. Yoda's really interesting. Vader in this movie is really great too. The introduction to the Emperor is just a great movie, but just not as good as number 1. Coming in first place is Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I absolutely love this movie. I could not believe this when I came out of the theaters on the premiere of this movie. I went to the premiere. How lucky am I? I really love this movie. It just has a great feel to it. Has really good messages like never stop believing in what you think is right. I really love the action sequences. How they all, spoiler alert by the way, how they all sacrifice their life just because they believe in what they're doing. I really love all the characters, every single one of them. A lot of people hate this movie, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend you watch this. It's a great movie, has a lot of great special effects, especially Darth Vader in this movie. At the end, he is so awesome. So you might want to watch this movie. Darth Vader uses the Force, chokes people, puts this guy on the roof. It's so epic. I love Jyn Erso. I love K2SO. He's a great droid. I love all the other characters. I love how dark, how evil the rebels could actually be. They're not evil, but the bad things that they have to do to make things right. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that just about wraps it up for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please show me your thoughts about this list, and maybe even tell me your list down below. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Commander Neo signing off. Boop.